boat just sank, and we just washed up on this deserted island with what we could grab off the boat before it sank.
Go, Tristan, go!
And nothing but our survival suits. Monsters beware. Whoa, holy crap! Of course, this is just a simulated situation, and it might possibly be the dumbest idea that we've had yet. Are we sure we like this right here?
Yeah, water will hold it up.
We have no help and no way off of this island, so we're gonna try to build a raft using only what we can find on this beach out of trash driftwood. And try to get off of this deserted island. We can float all three of us 1 mile across 38-degree water back to land.
And none of us have built the raft, to be clear.
This is either gonna be the greatest thing we've ever built or a complete disaster. And if we can't finish the raft before sunset, we're gonna sleep on this island in just our survival suits, which is gonna be absolutely miserable. I'm not sure how much surviving we're gonna be able to do in those suits, so let's hope it doesn't come to that. So how did we end up in this situation? Well, a couple weeks ago, we built a survival shelter out of driftwood, but it wasn't designed to float, and it sparked the conversation and the debate whether or not we could get home from an island using only what we find on the beach.
All right, Dad, we'll see you in 10 hours.
Once he got here, I think he wanted to come with us, but this morning, he wasn't filled with much confidence in us, and he's been laughing at us. He said we got about 60-40 odds whether or not we can make it back to land without getting wet. So I tried to put a little friendly wager on, a $100 bet that we do. I don't know if it's actually on the line. He never officially shook on it, but nonetheless, he doesn't have much confidence in us, so we're trying to prove him wrong.
I hate to say it, Jake, but we've been searching for 10 minutes right now, and
we haven't found anything
we
yet.
ain't found much, but
The island is looking pretty dry as far as driftwood and buoys go. We were hoping to find...
I'm leaning a little more towards your dad right now.
Dad, it turns out Dad might have been right. There's pretty slim pickings on the beach so far. We haven't found any rope, any buoys, any driftwood. There's a log, but that's not a very good log. Why didn't we pick like a sand beach or something? Why did we pick jagged cliffs?
We didn't pick where we crashed.
That's right. You can't choose where you wash ashore when you sink, right?
Right. I mean, a sandbar is not going to stay the boat up too much. These ledges will.
That's true.
If we could pick, it would have been a Florida beach where we
A
crashed.
Florida beach would be cool to do this in. So if this does not work and this does not go to plan, I'm probably out $100 with my dad, but you guys are coming down with me too.
If this doesn't work, you're out $100 and a couple friends.
A couple friends also. I lost 2 friends and $100. So there is no turning back now. We're officially stranded on the island and we're not leaving here until we build something that can float us off.
I can't believe we agreed to this.
What's the matter?
Holy.
This is right up your alley. This is right up Cody's alley.
Really is, but I'm still a little bit stressed about it.
This is like 2 weeks in a row. The little 14-year-old kids in us have came out.
Yes.
They're starting to take over.
Yeah, we're gonna be little kids again before we know it.
But right now, you asked me to try and put my skills like this to the test or haul. I actually might choose hauling.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This one's pretty extreme. Cody, want to race?
Nothing like 20-foot icy cliffs.
How come you did that so fast? You went the easy way.
I'm a spider monkey.
Whoa.
Well, that's not sketchy.
Watch out for that. The good thing is the rocks aren't wet either.
Okay, and they're not iced up. Oh, whoa, holy crap! Wow! You actually did scare me. I was like, what could that possibly be? Oh, we ain't finding much, are we, Cody?
Not looking good.
I was thinking it would be a lot more abundant here. We are making our way towards an area where some currents converge. Hopefully where the currents meet is a point where a lot of ocean debris lands and gets trapped on the beach, and we can find a lot of stuff there. But so far, we've been walking for about 10 or 15 minutes, and it's fairly dry. We found a few pieces.
Jay's 40%'s turning into like 35, 30.
It turns out Dad might have been right about this. He's sitting at home by the wood fire laughing at us right now.
Old timers know everything.
Yeah.
We got one tree.
This is pretty much the highlight of what we're finding so far. And I would say this is not even driftwood yet. This has still got bark on it. Soaking wet.
Comfy
It doesn't look very comfy. We're struggling. The trouble is, the farther we gotta walk, the farther everything is spread out, the more we gotta gather it all up and walk it back to one central point to actually build it. What is it?
Burrow in the tree.
Oh, like a big knot growing in the tree? That is cool.
That's a beauty. I used to call them tree nuts.
You know, the driftwood search is pretty bleak when we're excited about this. This is the only cool thing we found so far. The tree got...
Really know what causes that.
I've never seen a more perfect set of nuts on a tree.
Yeah. Looks like a butt cheek. Kind of cool, but it doesn't help us get home. I want to get off this island, not explore it, Cody. Here we go, right here. All right.
Hey.
We found a piece of styrofoam.
We got something happening here.
We got a handful of buoys. Well, this is what we're hoping to find right here.
There's one that blends in too, Bob.
What do we got? Oh, another piece of foam. Yeah. Nice.
That'll help.
This one's a little waterlogged, but
Should still help a little, right?
definitely will help. Those two are gonna go a long way. We gotta find a few more like that Oh, it almost floats you all by itself.
Look, that's sturdy as can be.
We just need like 20 more of them.
And some buoys underneath, and some rope, and we gotta tie it all together, and find a way to row it.
I got an umbrella. What do you got?
Nice work, Cody.
Oh.
All right.
Wow, Jacob, look.
Oh, we got some buoys too.
Beauty right there.
I think I could almost ride that across myself.
We got a nice piece of rug too, bub.
That's all.
Ooh, a nice piece of mat to sit on for a seat. Yeah, all right.
We're gonna make a yacht.
Also, flotation is just one small part of what we need. We need rope to tie everything together. And so far, we have not found any rope. So without rope, we're sleeping here tonight. Oh, is that rope right there, actually? What is that? I think I see a piece of rope.
Not that one.
It is. Our first piece of rope. It ain't much. Oh, there we go. We got some rope. I don't know how far it's gonna go. We gotta start somewhere. We gotta find a junk piece to find a good piece.
Yes, exactly.
You didn't tell me you brought brownies.
What is that?
I don't really know.
Do you know what chaga looks like?
Yes.
That's not chaga? Because that would be a crap load of chaga if it was.
It would be, but I don't think it grows quite like that.
I don't know what it looks like for sure. But
Cody, you're doing good finding cool stuff, but can we find some floaty stuff too?
I'm fine.
You're the only one carrying floaty stuff, so I guess I can't make fun of you.
I'm fine with being here, bud.
You want to stay in the night? Tristan, let's go! Oh man, it's wrapped up in this rock though, and we didn't bring our knives.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, no. Cody, pick this rock up.
Man, there's a bunch of rope in there too.
It's a good amount, but look, it's wedged right under.
It
this
is
big
wedged
one,
in there, huh?
wrapped around it.
Yeah.
And there's Bar Harbor. That's where we're headed for lunch.
And we're gonna row the raft into Bar Harbor to get some ice cream. Did anybody notice how hard it is blowing out there? It is rough. There's a white cap breeze.
I was gonna say, when you see white caps, that's not good.
It's like a 3-foot chop out there.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. You guys do it.
You're gonna hang out here for a few days? Wow, look at what I found! Oh man.
What you got? What you got?
I found another piece. We're not even gonna need to use buoys. Look at this beauty.
Hey. We're almost floating now, though.
We got quite a lot of flotation. We're ahead of schedule on floats, but we're way behind on rope.
Yeah.
This is a debris jackpot. Look at the stuff. We got a scrub brush we can clean her up with.
Hey, all right.
We're gonna put this on the boat. Look, this is a full sheet of styrofoam.
We're gaining, we're gaining.
There we go, fellas.
Some water.
Yep.
There's a multitask beach cleanup / raft build. Tristan, I got you something for the boat.
What are one of those?
We're gonna scrub the raft up, and we got a coffee mug.
Oh, thank God.
Last but not least,
Oh, baby.
sheet of styrofoam.
That one can literally float me.
You literally could lay right down on that and go home.
We're headed home, boys.
We gotta find some nice straight pieces of wood.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that piece of rope. That's a beauty.
You're doing good, Jake.
Okay. Thanks, Tristan.
Good job, Cody.
You're doing good, too.
Nice piece of dry rotten rope. What could go wrong?
Yeah, buddy.
Good work, Cody.
Oh, man, I'm going to be floating.
We're gonna go fishing in this thing. Tristan, nice haul.
I was hoping you would go, Tristan, you're doing all right.
He's doing okay. Yeah, it's okay. This is a little creepy. We got a sign. You are halfway there. Owen's Corner. Monsters beware. I wasn't scared until now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry, we're just halfway there.
All right, we've been collecting for about an hour. We're looking in decent shape. Now, the only problem is we gotta try to build this thing before the high tide because I have a feeling that we're not gonna be able to lift this thing after it's built. It's probably gonna be too heavy, so the idea is we build it at the high water mark. So when the tide comes up, the high water's like 12:30. We gotta get it built before 12:30. That way the high tide will float it. We'll set sail at high tide for the mainland. High tide is basically our window to get off of here. If we don't get it built in time for it to float on the high water, I don't know if we'll be able to get off this island even later in the afternoon. Our window of opportunity to leave the island is pretty much between 12:30 and 1:30. If we miss that window, we're probably staying the night here. So how are we gonna build this thing anyway?
No way!
Is this legal?
I mean, it's driftwood.
We got a full raft.
We got the whole raft built.
Oh, yes! Our chances just jumped up to
Yeah, we did the 60-40s out the door now.
I mean, look.
We've even got a fishing hatch.
We got a jig hole.
Yeah.
for our flag.
That just saved a lot of work
second.
right there.
All we need.
We'll put the foam underneath it. We'll set sail. We'll be home for lunch. Let's take this thing back to Winter Harbor.
I'm game.
You think I'm joking? I think Dad says, "Where are you guys?" I'm gonna say, Come down to the co-op. They'll be tied up right at the co-op. Look at this. What is this thing? We can fill this thing full of buoys.
One of those old fish traps, isn't it? Somewhere we can slide them in.
Yeah, right on this side.
It does open.
Yeah, these are doors.
Perfect. Yeah, we can slide them
We
right
can
in.
stuff that thing right full of. Hey, I just found like 4 buckets. The only trouble is they say pink curly-tail farm animal on them.
Yeah, we can't have that.
When I tell Dad we're headed for Winter Harbor, he's gonna be like, "You're doing what?" This is driftwood capital.
Yeah.
Look at the stuff. Holy cow.
I mean, it's a good spot to break down, right?
This is a great spot to wash ashore. This is kind of what I was thinking for an oar.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Fasten that to a handle. Hey! Wilson!
No, that's Spalding.
Wilson! Oh, Spalding.
That's our Wilson.
That's our Wilson. He's gonna be permanent on the boat.
We just got to get a face and hair on him.
He's staying on the boat.
Wow.
You like how I'm calling it a boat now instead of a raft?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna roll it over, tie the foam to the bottom, flip it back over.
Yes, sir.
As easy as that, right?
Perfect.
What's Dad talking
What
about?
could go wrong?
I don't know why Dad had no confidence in
I
us.
don't know. He didn't. I don't know.
Assemble the foam.
Anybody else feeling stupid confident right now?
Oh, super confident. No doubt in my mind. Now it's not a matter of if we're going to get back to the mainland.
It's how quick.
It's a matter of how far do we want to go. Is it just going to be boring to make it to the mainland? We ready to lug her to the water and see what she does? We didn't even have to wait for the tide. We're ahead of schedule.
Not the weight of a regular skiff, though.
This is a full-blown boat. Oh no!
Sorry, fellas.
It's all good?
Yep.
You good?
Yep. I slipped.
Is SS Skiff good? SF Styrofoam?
She's still solid as a rock.
SS High Hopes.
SS High Hopes, not bad. All right, let's see what we've created here.
Matter, Kristen. You didn't want to get in front of the boat?
Not this time.
You want to roll it over?
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
Go, go, go.
Oh man, look at her. She's floating.
She is floating.
Piece of cake. Although I will say, I'm questioning the stability of her. It looks good.
Looks good.
Welcome aboard the SS Styrofoam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Cody, you might as well come aboard. It's not bad. I am, woo! With 3 of us on here, it might be a little sketchy. Here goes the first test. We figure if we're not confident enough to both get on it here, then there's no way we can ride it all the way to the mainland. So we're gonna give it a try real quick. And I've gotta say, it's feeling a little shaky.
Ooh.
Especially for just,
Whoa.
if we stay low.
If we stayed low, it wouldn't be too bad.
I think it's okay for 3 people, but my confidence dropped a little bit in it. I think we got.
I think some outriggers would be better.
I won't lie to you guys, she looks pretty sketchy on camera right now.
I don't think we should sail out across the ocean in it right now. My confidence that I had in it on land is diminished a little bit. We gotta regroup. Maybe Dad was right about this. The buoyancy wasn't terrible, but the problem is it's pretty top heavy, especially with 3 people on top of it. We only put 2 people on it and it's pretty tippy. And I don't dare to go a mile out across 38-degree water on something that's not able and stable. We do have a solution in mind. We're gonna try to take a couple trees and make some outriggers, put some flotation, get a little wider stance, kind of like a person on a balance beam with its arms out. We also have a nice tailwind, so we might try to rig up a sail.
I'm glad you decided to test it before we sent it.
Before we just waited for the high tide. So the high tide, you can see the water is getting closer to us now. We've got about 2 hours left to complete this thing before the high tide comes up. If we miss that window of opportunity and it's not complete at high tide, again, we are stuck here for the night, which is gonna suck. All right, let's get to work. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We tie 2 trees together and overlap them like 2 feet by each other to give them strength, and we run them out like 10 feet each way. And then we put some floats out on each end for outriggers so she doesn't roll over on us. Buoyancy, I think we're doing all right. We can add some buoyancy to the trees. We probably don't even need to go 10 feet. We gotta find 2 nice rugged trees.
We'll tie a few more buoys under it to make Tristan feel better. He's a little stressed out.
I did see a shark on the way in here.
Well, good, we see him. I just gotta outswim you.
All right, what do we got in our lumber pile for outriggers, Cody? How about this? This is almost wide enough to go both ways. Hopefully the outrigger idea works, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be too late to regroup. By the time the tide is floating it, we can't really build it while it's in the water.
I kind of hope it works too.
I'm kind of hoping it works. Cody doesn't really care if we leave here tonight or not. I think he's hoping we stay the night.
But it'd be nice to stay dry.
Yeah.
The thing is, with the time we got left, it kind of has to work. It's either going to be the thing that saves us or just.
Or just, exactly, because we're going to be counting on it, and if it's going to be like, our life is going to be on the line of the outrigger. So it needs to be rugged. If we lean one way and it snaps, then we're going over. This one's decently rugged. Yeah, that one's pretty good, huh?
It looks pretty rugged.
Yeah.
Styrofoam floats on the sides.
Well, we can put some runners going this way.
And put the floats on that.
Yeah. So we got like one of these on each end. Couple buoys on each side to give her some stability, and away we'll go.
Oh yeah.
We want to keep it as narrow as possible so she rows easy. All right, outriggers going in.
Did you spit on the end of it? Come on, baby. Yeah, she's almost there. Oh, Jake.
She's gonna be mint. I don't know if she's gonna fit in the harbor for our skiff, but, and of course, scrub brush. Keep that thing clean, will you? Good job. Cody, I feel like you gotta use better rope for that on that part. That's the most critical part, buddy.
I don't need any more float.
Outrigger installed.
Right.
Cody, if my side looks prettier than yours, then you're sitting on that side.
Okay.
I'm sitting on whoever's side did a better job with the outrigger.
He has help, though, Cody. You don't, so.
I got dibs on the good side. My outrigger's not gonna fall apart. It might be over-engineered.
It looks a little flimsy right now.
Oh yeah, it's not done, don't worry. Outriggers are nearing completion. I think it's gonna work. We still haven't figured out how we're gonna move the thing.
She's solid.
Now if we can find a sail, we can guy string her off.
A sail would be sweet.
I'll tell you one thing, when you look at it from down here, she's not very good looking.
You lose your confidence?
It's gonna be fine. Don't hit that too hard.
Yeah, I'm staying over on that side of the boat. Cody, you can sit right here.
Good. Good. That's where I wanted to
That's
be.
Cody's seat. All right, the SS Styrofoam, or High Hopes, or Hopes and Dreams, is coming together. We got the outriggers installed. It looks all right until you look either underneath it or on the starboard side. If you view it from the top down on the port side,
When you're in this angle right here.
she doesn't look too bad.
I can't believe you're that stressed out about my side.
We gotta each try to build a paddle now to row ourselves. I think we should also keep our eyes out for something to build a sail out of, because we do have to go downwind to get to the mainland, which is 1 mile that way. We are in a little cluster of islands here. I don't know if you can see, but that right there, that's the mainland, right there. That white house over there, that's where we gotta go. I just saw a shark.
Good news is the wind's turning.
The wind is in our favor. We have to wait for the tide to turn, because if we try to leave right now, the flood tide's gonna take us the wrong way. Are we sure we like this right here?
The water will hold it up.
The water will hold it in place. I think we might need to reinforce. We are done for. So the only thing keeping this thing together is some dry rotted drift rope, some old rusty nails, and Hopes and Dreams. I think Hopes and Dreams is a good name.
I think so too.
SS Hopes and Dreams. So a little side game challenge for the paddle. We each got to build our own. We each got to design our own. Whoever has the most functional paddle that can actually paddle water and
Move us a little
not
bit.
look like this side of the boat. A functional paddle. Whoever builds the best one is the winner of the paddle competition, and they will be crowned victorious, the paddle champion, and we get to hang it on the wall of the boat for the rest of the year.
I
And you
love this idea, but what you didn't realize already is your pretty side is going to be in the way when you try to row.
I did see that, but we can work around it, I think. You went for functionality rather than looks, huh? We can always cut those ropes off while we're halfway across. The tide's coming. We've got like an hour left to go. We need 3 paddles and a sail. What you got?
Well, I don't want to give away any secrets, but that's going to be the start of my paddle.
Okay.
You ain't going to know yet, but I'll show you.
All right.
Oh, I'm liking the looks of this pile over here, Jake. Oh, wow. That's a good one. That's a beauty. Oh, Jake. Ah, baby!
Found a gas.
I got mine. Oh, if I could find... Oh, Jake. Yeah, I think I might have found my idea, Jake.
This is our bait hatchet, if you think I'm cheating. I did not bring in any tool from the outside world. This was on the boat for chopping up bait. I grabbed it before the hypothetical boat sinking. I'm quite impressed with your paddle.
I mean, come on. That thing's going to take us home, bud.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
You didn't think that maybe the thin end might be a better paddle than the thick end?
No, that's good handle right there.
Okay.
It'll go through the water nice, you know.
Mine's a little short, but our raft is a little short as well. Out of everything we found, we couldn't find a sail. Did we ever tighten up that?
Wait a minute. I did find a sail.
On the other end of the island?
Back there ways through the trail.
What was it?
It's like an old rug.
Well, we're kind of defeating the purpose of fighting the top heaviness because we're tying a tree to the top of it right now for no good reason.
It's not a tree, it's a flagpole. Oh, can't you tell the difference?
Tristan, how's your paddle coming?
Bad. I know, it's so skinny and I got nothing to grip it onto when I'm tying it.
top of the tree is going to snap off and take us in the head and blow us off the boat when Dad sees us going with a yellow buoy up on the top of our mast.
Yeah.
This is our display buoy. We're going to haul traps. There's $1,000 worth of buoys on here. We want everybody to see us and call on us as we go across, right?
Yes, for sure.
If we don't have a Coast Guard helicopter over the top of us,
We failed.
we didn't do it right. Let's stand the mast.
Getting the mast up.
Man, I really want to sail.
I do too. That's still gonna help a little bit.
That's gonna grab some wind for sure.
I think so.
We gotta make her look obnoxious. Of course.
I know, because it's not gonna. I like the ropes too. It would give us something to grab.
Yeah, get them good and tight. A nice railing to hang on to.
Yeah.
I did find something we could try to rig up a sail out of. That fish tray cover.
Yeah, get a little bit.
That could grab some wind. There's the sail.
Yeah. Now we're gonna do about 4 knots.
Blow the sail right off of her. We gotta find some better sail rigging. Oh boy.
You got a rod or a sail?
Cody got a sail. How heavy is it?
Actually, not bad.
I don't think our mast will take it.
Probably not. We cut it in half.
We could take that tray off. Feel like any good sail's got to be a triangle, right? How's that for a sail? H&D. Heavy duty. Here we go. All right, she is complete, and the water is just getting up to it. We got about 10 minutes to floating, and I'm getting pretty nervous about this. Oh, Wilson's on board, huh?
Wilson's on board.
Wilson is on board, tucked in, ready to go. I don't know why this thing looks so much smaller than when we tested it, but I don't feel great about this, to be honest with you. We have each got a paddle built. Show your weapons.
On the beauty right there.
All right, we'll
gonna get
decide
home
which
with that
one is the
beauty.
best one while we're rowing. We'll rotate them out and see
That sounded good.
see which one rows the best. 10 minutes to showtime, no turning back now, because once this thing floats, there's no way we can work on it in the water. It's too heavy to lift now. What we got done is what we got done. So here goes nothing. This is all of a sudden looking like a bad idea. It's been a good idea in my head right up until this moment. How you guys feeling?
I'm pretty good about it, of course. I mean, glass half full all the time.
How about you?
I guess probably, yeah.
Tristan's exact words a couple minutes ago were, do you think we should have someone follow us to make sure we make it? We just did remember that we can't actually leave here for another hour and a half, and the boat's already about to float. So we're gonna have to try to muscle this thing up the beach a little ways. If we try to leave right now, the tide is still coming and it's gonna suck us the wrong way, the way we do not want to go. We wanna go that way, and the tide right now is going that way. We're gonna pull her up the beach, do a little last minute reinforcing, maybe add a few last minute flotations, and then we're gonna set sail. Whose idea was this again?
It might have been mine.
No, I actually remember Jacob coming up to this one.
Was it?
Yeah.
To blame for this one? All right.
Here we go.
There's no turning back now. We got a mile to go with 38-degree water, shark-infested water, right, Tristan?
Excellent.
I got Wilson. All right, make sure we don't lose him.
All right, Cody. Are we floating?
We're floating.
We're a little bow heavy.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we're good. Maybe we're level. Chop could be problematic.
Right here, bud.
Somebody's got to row on the right. This is a lot sketchier than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie.
This is sketchy.
Those outriggers don't look that strong now, especially that one on the port side. All right, Cody, ahead on the right. Here we go. To dry land we go.
Here we go.
We should have a knife ready in case this mast tries to blow us over.
I got one right here.
Oh, God.
We're good.
This all of a sudden seems like a bad idea.
That end it down.
Yeah, our outrigger on our left side is rotating, Cody. I think we're all right. The chop is the only variable at this point.
Yeah, chalk's the only thing we gotta worry about. But that's another reason I think we should get closer to the shore.
You feeling confident, Cody?
Oh, yeah.
Tristan, how you feeling? You got butterflies? We're about to go whitewater rafting on a piece of driftwood that's tied together with rotten rope and nails in hopes and dreams.
In 100 feet of open
The SSHD, look at the chop already. I don't like the way this outrigger's pitching down. All right, Cody, you get on the right side. I'll get on the left. Tristan, you just sit there and relax.
I can try and row.
We'll have you to land in no time. Why is that wind feel northeast? She ain't rowing real easy, is she?
I can't get it to turn that.
How's your paddle working?
I don't know.
The wind is going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I tried to tell Tristan that could be a concern, but he didn't care. Dad is shaking his head right now. Oh, she's mint, boys.
Oh yeah, we got this, bub.
As long as none of these ropes loosen up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boat's almost turned 180 degrees around.
Winter Harbor is definitely looking like a long ways away. Oh, this paddle's not very efficient. How about you, Tristan?
You try mine.
No, I was just wondering how your paddle was working. We're grabbing some wind now. We could probably drift. for a minute. We're definitely not gonna miss the golf course. She's mid. All we're missing right now is a fishing rod. Even your starboard side is holding up.
Of course it is. Mine ain't even twisting nothing.
Ah, there's some northwest wind right there. I can feel it on my right cheek now. Oh yeah, there's some wind on the sail. Here we go. Oh, we're perfect. What were you guys scared of? I will say that. I don't think you got nervous once, did you? I'd say I was in the middle and Tristan was the most nervous. I wasn't nervous until we first got on it.
Yeah.
That first, like when I realized how small this thing was and how far we gotta go.
I wouldn't be as nervous if it wasn't ocean, but you know I don't like sharks.
Speaking of shark,
Don't even.
there's one right back here. He's chasing my buoy.
You can tell me after we get up there.
We are about halfway across. Oh, never mind. We're only about a quarter of the way across. I take that back.
Yeah, don't look back, it looks worse.
We are getting out into the wind where I'm nervous about the chop and all of our ropes staying together. Uh-oh, we're getting turned into the wind here.
Yeah.
I gotta put the camera down. I can't be talking here. We gotta make sure we hit land on our way out because the tide and the wind are blowing offshore, and if we miss land on our way out, we're headed right out into the open ocean. I don't think I need to tell you that that would not be good. So, how you holding up?
I'm holding up.
Cody, how you feeling up there?
I'm good. It's fairly hot in this suit.
I'm hot. I'm so hot right now. I'm considering jumping over on my own. Hey, oh, hey, oh. That sail's starting to grab now. We gotta get out of the lee of that island. I wish I knew some whitewater rafting lingo. I'd be hollering at you guys. Hard back on the left, hard back on the left. There's Dad. He is probably rolling laughing. Either that or he's stressed out, one of the two. I sent him the picture of it. He said, oh boy, I better go get the boat. Guys, we got a leak back here.
Leak?
What?
The look on Tristan's face.
That's bail dish.
Yeah, where's that bail dish? Tristan just snapped his head around, about broke it. We're not going to Dad's truck. We're headed for that point straight ahead and then around the corner. Well, I shouldn't say now. I was gonna say now you know you can make it home from a deserted island. But we're not back yet. We're not back yet.
Right now, you know you can make it halfway.
Right now we know we can make it halfway.
Arms tired, Cody?
Yes, my hands are right drenched in sweat right now.
I know, me too. It sucks. Oh, your dad left?
He's like, oh, that's fine.
He's probably going to get the boat. Yeah, that's a big wave coming. Wow,
that's choppy.
yeah, no, we want to get towards the shoreline, out of the middle of this. I gotta say, you get Cody, he's gonna climb up on that mast. Is that all you got? You and me!
What do we got for speed here? We got 1 knot right now.
1 knot?
2 knots.
Got 2 knots going.
What are you doing on there, you land lover?
We're gonna have to row hard as soon as we go around that corner. We're gonna catch this left side.
Right.
Uh-oh, we're gonna go aground. Back up, back up.
We're good.
We're gonna rip the outrigger off. All ahead, all ahead.
Holy, that one was a little sketchy. Because this is not where you want to get in. You're gonna get slammed against rock. Fellas! In about 20 feet, we've made it.
I hope there's nobody in this house.
Why? That'd be funny.
That would be funny. I was questioning it when we first got on it, but she held pretty good. It was rough. It's blowing. We were making 2 knots at one point. We're gonna get this thing out of the water. Go get my $100 from Dad.